Right, I've had an absolute nightmare today. StreamYard wouldn't play my videos whilst recorded, and there was no sound, so I couldn't put any of them up. But this is a video about Man United and Arsenal. We were away at Old Trafford. The majority of our score was 1-0, have been historically, and that's how it ended up, luckily for Arsenal. But give credit to Man United. They had most of possession. Their midfield was awesome. And their new strikers, Mbemo and Cunha, along with Mason Mount. And our front three weren't at the races. I'd say their front three was a lot better than ours when it was Mbemo, Cunha and Mount, compared to Saka, Gyökeres and Martinelli, who was non-existent yet again. But we've really got to sort that midfield out. But let's get into the game. First 12 minutes, it was all Man United. Saliba, who's had a great pre-season, didn't look himself and was like fumbling, and David Raya got a awful start and gave the ball to Saliba where he looked awkward, and Saliba did for the first half hour to first half, I'd say, looked not, he didn't look himself, he didn't look relaxed, he wasn't defending how he can do, but we didn't concede, and that's the main thing in the first half. Right, and Mbemo, Cunha caused us all kind of problems, but we got a corner in the 12th minute after I said it was all Man United, and then Rice swung it in. Their goalkeeper, don't know what he was doing. Good goalkeepers come and command their box and catch the ball, taking everything out of them, out of the way. If it's their players, their defenders, our forwards, it's an unwritten rule in football that goalkeepers, when they're going for crosses, can do what they want. They can punch. Sanchez, the game before Arsenal's game, Sanchez, the Chelsea goalkeeper, went for a corner, punched the bloke in the back of the head, didn't get the ball, but nothing was given. But we concentrate now on Arsenal's game at Old Trafford. Like I said, the first 10 minutes, they were all over us. But as I've just said, we got a corner, beautifully swung in by Rice, keeper flapping at it, and thought he was fouled, which he wasn't. And Calafiori, basically on the goal line, nods it home, and Arsenal luckily get 1-0 up in the 12th minute, 13th minute of play. And then second half was all Man United, pretty much. And even though there was a post hit, David Raya, brilliant game by David Raya, after he started a bit shaky, and but he saved us and he won us the game. That's why he got man of the match. But as I've said, our defence didn't look. They looked at all sorts, and luckily at half time, after a lot of attacking threat by Manchester United, and we went in 1-0 up. I thought Mikel Arteta at half time would get hold of his players, and then they'd come out a different team. No substitutions were made, but there we go. We went, and the same sort of thing happened. We were defending. We had a few chances on the hour mark. Gyökeres got subbed off for Kai Havertz, and then in the second half also White went down injured, and he got brought on, double substitution. We've got strength in our fullbacks, and Ben White was replaced by Timber, and Calafiori, the goal scorer, was replaced by Miles Lewis Skelly. But that was it. The game was seemed to me like we were defending for our lives. But there were only a few chances that I can remember that were really, really bad for Arsenal. In the Man United threatened to score some goals, but we defended well. Raya played well, and we come away. I was with my dad, and I was saying, if we get out of this 1-0, let's just go back to London. And as we did, and the celebrations. But I'll tell you some match stats about this game. On my computer, as I said, StreamYard wouldn't work for me. Right, 63% possession, Man United, 37. Arsenal, that is pretty poor. Attempts off target for Man United, 15. For Arsenal, 6. And on target for Man United, 7. And for Arsenal, 3. And then 3 on target chances happened in the first half. We didn't have one chance on target, and we had 6 attempts. I don't even think there was chance we created that was on target for the in the second half. But unbelievable. Corners, Man United got 3, Arsenal got 4, but we scored from 1 and got the 3 points. Fouls, 10 for Man United and 19 for Arsenal. That's a quick overview of the match, and well, good 3 points in the end. Away at Old Trafford, first game of the season. Gyökeres got he's using the first couple of games as his pre-season as well, because he, as the transfer saga went on, he ended up not having really a pre-season. He played a couple of pre-season games. He scored 1 before this Man United of the last pre-season. But anyway, it is what it is. We dug in. We got the 3 points and got the hell out of Old Trafford. And we're 6th in the table. We only scored 1. And above us, teams like Sunderland managed to score 3. And we all know about the Man City and Liverpool scoring 4. But it's only the first game of the season. But bring on Leeds United in our next Premier League game. And we're at home. Crowd get behind us, and we should score some goals and get 3 points before that away trip to Anfield. So, summary of the game. We scored off a corner after being outdone by Man United. Man United are going to cause a lot of teams a lot of problems. And there we go. First game, 3 points. Got the head out of Old Trafford. Up the Arsenal. And see you in my next video. And anyone in the comments, tell me if I can do anything with my StreamYard to make the sound in my recordings hearable. See ya. Laters.